Salt, released in 2010, and of course starred Angelina Jolie as Evelyn Salt. It was also directed by Philip Noyce, who directed Angelina back in the days of The Bone Collector. He also has done some pretty decently reviewed thrillers over the years, along with Desperate Hour, which just came out in the past couple of years, which I liked a lot. It also stars Liev Schreiber. And I haven't talked a lot about this on TikTok yet, but I am a big major fan of Angelina Jolie. Her and Catherine Isabelle are my favorite actresses in the world. I'm an admirer of the woman on and off screen, regardless of what the headlines, mainly talk about. If you really look into what she does, it's very, very different. But either way, on screen, she's one of my all-time favorites. I think she's one of the greatest to ever do it. And this is much more self-serious than her previous, action outings with, Tomb Raider and everything. And I guess I've always really liked this movie, but I think Angelina Jolie is the thing that makes it special. It is an engaging film, this, of course, vast conspiracy is uncovered and she's put on the run, and we find out little tidbits about her past and everything. But outside of Angelina, the rest of it is kind of cliche, we've seen that kind of story before. Although it's not as convoluted as some, and it is done in a more engaging and just overall well-made way than other films in the genre, but it is very, kind of familiar if you've seen any movie like this before, so you gotta really be in the mood for it. It would have been interesting what a sequel would have looked like, but, I think Angelina apparently had turned down a treatment or a draft for it before, which she also did with Tomb Raider. So I've always appreciated that she's actually somewhat selective with what she partakes in, especially with sequels and everything. So, but this movie is still, like I said, very engaging. This time I watched the director's cut. The director's cut and the theatrical ones are kind of the ones to go with. Extended cut I've seen too, but they remove like a whole action sequence on the boat in the film. So I recommend either of those. Director's cut has a tidbit more violence, a little less cuts in it. But, it has weight to it. You really get connected with the Salt character, for the time we do get to know her. Angelina Jolie is really what pulls you in, though. If it was like a lesser casting, it wouldn't have worked as well. It would have been definitely a footnote among the genre. But with her, casting has brought to life, and it's a very, very well-made action film. Espionage, it's full of tension. It has like this kinetic energy and pacing to it. It's a very quick watch for me. So overall, I really do like Salt. And let me guys know about if you've seen it. What do you think a sequel would have looked like? Would you like to see Angelina still revisit it? Let me know. Love her.